Says we're live. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Island Free Libraries program, Frankenstein Tea. I've been doing this program for a while now, and I'm happy to introduce my friend Martin, who this is his second episode with me. I'm going to say just a couple quick things, Frank, because I don't know if you know this, Martin. So this is a short story program for adult listeners, where I've been reading to adult listeners for since the beginning of COVID. So that's 2 years. And I named it Frankenstein because Frankenstein is a permissible read. It's over 100 years old, which means the copyright doesn't follow through. And so it was a permissible read. And that's a big deal. I don't want to break copyright and even when we stretch copyright and we read something we're not supposed to read, we don't get any monetization for it. So Frankenstein was a permissible read. This is the time of day where you might be drinking some tea. And I wanted to do a nod towards COVID, this monster of a disease. And so that's where Frankenstein Tea came. Yeah, that's how it came about. Yeah. So that's a little history on Frankenstein Tea. I have been doing it for 2 years, so it's really great that my friend Martin is joining me and changing things up a little. That's my dad who just logged on. Hi, Dad. We are still in the library. The staff is leaving, and we were looking for a place to sit that you could see the snow squall that just happened. But look, it's over already.
Done.
As a snow squall goes, Martin says it's done. So is my staff. And so Martin and I are going to get out of here today too. But first we're going to read you something.
That's a short one.
It's just a short one. It's a short little 10-minute play. Oh, my dad says, hi, Martin.
Hello to you.
Okay. This is a scene from Dialogues of the Gods. That's by Lucien of Samosata. Adopted by Baudelaire Jones.
We recognize you.
This is Dialogue of the Gods. Mount Olympus, the home of the gods, with Hera and Zeus. What do you think of this man, Ixion?
Why? Are you contemplating an affair? I think you should do it. He's a fine sort.
He is not. He's a villain.
I'm intrigued by this little outburst. Is there something going on I should know about?
There most certainly is.
Well, go on. The anticipation is killing me.
You don't have to make fun. It's hard enough for me to tell you as it is, the wretch.
Ah, if he's a wretch, you must certainly tell me all about it. I know what wretch means on your prudish tongue. Who has he been making love to?
Me.
You? Really? And he seemed so sensible.
It's been going on for a long time. At first, I noticed him staring out of the corner of his eye, but glancing away when I caught him. Then he started in with the sighs and groans.
Maybe he was constipated.
I'll ignore that little remark. I wasn't sure either at first, but whenever I hand my cup to Ganymede, he insists on having it next and slobbers all over it, kissing more than drinking and lifting his eyes to me again. And that's when I knew. I would have told you then and there, but I thought his mad fit might pass. It did not, however, and today he has crossed the line. He actually dared to speak to me.
Speak to you?
Yes.
Ah, so you haven't actually made love yet.
I left him weeping and groveling at my feet. I stopped my ear so as not to hear his impertinences and came directly to you. It is for you to determine his punishment.
Wow, I have a rival, and with my own wife. Fascinating. He is a rascal who has tippled nectar to some purpose. Well, we have no one to blame but ourselves. We admit these mortals to our table, share the celestial nectar, parade them all the beauties of heaven. Is it any wonder that they fall in love and form ambitious schemes? Love is all-powerful after all, and not just for mortals. We gods have sometimes fallen victim to his potent darts.
You're certainly a chronic case, eternally under his sway. You're like a little toy, love's pawn. He leads you about by the nose, and you assume every shape at his command. I know very well how this will end. You're going to pardon Ixion because you've had relations with his wife, and turnabout is fair play.
Ah, I'd forgotten all about her. You have a better memory for these little outings of mine than I have.
Stop reminiscing about your adventures and tell me what you plan to do about Ixion.
Well, it would never do to banish him. That would just cause a scandal. No, since he's fond of you, perhaps we should just satisfy his appetite. Allow him to glut himself on this strange desire.
What? You want me to open my legs for this mortal?
No, no, of course not. Believe it or not, you still have a few charms left, and I'd like to keep you for myself. I was thinking we could make a cloud phantom in your image, and after dinner, as he lies awake dreaming of you and vainly striving to soothe his desire, we'll lay this phantom lady at his side. He'll think you've come to satisfy him, and the conquest complete, he'll move on to a more willing victim.
Never, the presumptuous devil.
What harm can it do if Ixion makes love to a cloud?
He will think I am the cloud and that he's working his wicked little will on me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. The cloud is not Hera, and Hera is not the cloud. It's just an illusion. He might as well be doing himself.
While he's thinking of me.
You don't think that's already happened?
Oh, you men are all alike. What if he goes home afterwards and brags about how he's made Hera scream like a little girl and made a cuckold of Zeus in the bargain? That won't bother you?
If he says anything of the kind, I'll plant my thunderbolt so far up his, well, somewhere that won't be very comfortable for him, and it'll serve him right. Not for falling in love, I see no great harm in that, but for letting his tongue wag.
Cut.
Cut.
That's our short for today. Thanks for stopping in, Dad. It's
Hope
great
you
to
enjoyed.
have you. Peace.
That's it.
See you next week.
Beautiful.
Good one.